is Monday, April 27th. We had a little bit of technical difficulties through our first class, so we didn't get to our one homework assignment. We will check that tomorrow, cause and effect. Since we kind of reviewed that with a handout, maybe you can check your page, make sure you have it done, or check over some of the answers you were not sure of, because I think you're seeing you're really doing a good job picking out those words that help you figure out cause and effect, like because, or as a result of, then this happens. You were assigned a quiz in religion on Friday. Did anybody have any questions on that before we go on to our assignment today? Did anybody have any questions? Is there anyone who didn't get it done? When did I put it in? Did I say it was due today or Tuesday? Some of them I did Tuesday. Oh, it's due today. Did anybody have any questions on the quiz or any concerns? Unmute your mic if you do now. Go ahead, Saad.
I finished it, but I really didn't understand the last one, so I just guessed.
The last one, let me look at it. I'll pull it up here now, Saad, and look at it. Because if you're confused about it, I think I was going for that one. I was going for, we talked about the Sermon on the Mount and what Jesus said about the fifth commandment.
Yeah, I just put like statements that Jesus said, or like rules of the fifth commandment.
What words of Jesus? Yeah, that's all it is, Saad. You're correct.
Oh.
That sounds good. Anybody else have any questions on that before I grade it? I'll be looking at it this afternoon. Make sure you have it turned in. Go ahead, ask.
Okay, whatever.
Take your time, ask your question.
It was just that I was using the restroom.
Well, then, if you need to use the restroom between class, you shouldn't say to someone, "Oh, wait a minute, I want to talk to you before you go to the next classroom." Make sure you just go use the restroom. Right now, we're looking at the test. Connor, yours is turned in. Aaron Cooper? Aaron's not here. He was having some trouble with his computer today. Okay. Aaron's not here. He's not turned in. David Ann, yours is not turned in properly. Nemo, unmute your mic.
What do you mean?
Yours says it's not, your test is not turned in. Yours and Josh and Gavin, all four of you are not turned in. Your religion test. I have Brooklyn. Everybody else is turned in.
Religion test. I turned religion test. I never check now. Oh, okay. One second.
I never saw that. I didn't see that in my
There we go.
classroom.
I fixed it. Now it's turned in. Oh, also, what's with that dealing with anger paper thing that you gave us? The dealing with anger thing. What are we supposed to do?
Oh, we were gonna talk about that. We never got to it. Just leave that there. When we get a chance, we'll talk about it. Gavin,
I did.
You need to check.
Miss what?
It's in your Google Classroom. It was.
I did it, and I'm positive I turned it in.
It says assigned and not turned in. Maybe you just turn in.
The fifth commandment quiz?
Yes. Yours isn't turned in either.
Yeah, I did do this. But whatever.
Well, can you see the answers on your paper?
No, because now they're gone. I had them on the paper.
Well, maybe
that happened to me.
Well, David, it says yours is turned in.
No, for the PA population density thing.
How did you fix it, David Creppy?
I didn't fix it. You said you would just give me credit.
Yeah, I see your answers are there. just go back and look around, Gavin. Maybe you did it in a different place, but you have to all try to do it in the same place. Just open it up in the assignment I give you so that they all get together. Okay. Come and see me at 2 o'clock if you're not turned in, and we'll try to figure it out. I'll help. We'll figure it out there. So as Josh, Gavin, Aaron, and David in. Okay. All right. Open up your books.
I turned mine in right now.
Okay. Well, it's class time. We need to get some class work done. Okay. If you need help, if it doesn't turn in properly, let me know. Page 196. We're going to begin with our next commandment, which is you shall not commit adultery. Again, this commandment is something that we think about as, well, it's not really pertinent to me. It's not important to me. This commandment deals mostly with married couples, like in matrimony. The bride and the groom make a vow to be faithful. In the 6th commandment, God forbids husbands and wives to break this commandment by taking another's husband or wife. They are to keep their promise of love even if there are difficult times when they disagree. And of course, you're probably thinking right now, oh, that doesn't mean anything to me because I'm not married. I don't think any of you are married. Let me see. Anybody married here? Unmute your mic if you're married. I'm being silly. Of course you're not.
I am.
How are you? Who are you married to?
A girl.
Ooh, all righty. But we're going to find a way to apply this to our life, just like we did with Commandment 5, you shall not kill. Somehow we're going to see how this can apply to our lives as 4th graders. So today we're just going to read a little introductory, page 196. Unmute your mic if you'd like to read on page 196 in your religion book. Oh boy, this is a tough crowd today. Go ahead, Gavin.
All right. 196.
David, in your camera's off. Go ahead, Gav.
Okay. Should I just do we believe, or should I start at we gather?
Start at we believe.
All right. From the Oldest Testament, we learn the stories of creation, of all God's wonderful creation. Humans are the most special. We are made in God's image and likeness, and share the same human dignity. Human dignity is a gift from God that makes us all equal. Because of our human dignity, we are free to think and love, make choices. God also creates each person with human
sexuality.
Human sexuality is the gift of being able to feel, think, choose, love, and act as the person God created us to be. Human sexuality makes us female or male. It is a part of everything about us. Although males and females are different, we are all equal. These differences come from God. They are good and beautiful, and are an important part of the whole of who we are.
Okay. I think the main thing I would highlight here is the first paragraph. Get your highlighter out or underline, Brooklyn, if you don't have a highlighter handy. You can underline. Are you looking at your book, Brooklyn? Because I don't see you looking at your book. Okay. The first paragraph, human dignity is a gift from God that makes us all equal. Because of our human dignity, we are free to think and love and make choices. Okay, David Kreppy, could you read the next page, please? Nemo, put your camera on if you can. Get a little closer to your computer, David Kreppe.
Okay.
Miss Wetzel, I had another thing that we could highlight.
What do you think, Gavin?
I said God also creates each person with human sexuality. And I also had it highlighted sort of like the definition.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Human sexuality is the gift of being able to feel, think, choose, love, and act as the person God created us to be. All right, go ahead, David Kreppe, if you can.
The sixth commandment is about love and the ways to show our love. The sixth commandment is you shall not commit adultery. This commandment asks us to honor the love our husband and wife have for one another and to honor their promise to be faithful. In this commandment, we also learn about the love we have for ourselves, need to respect and be in control of our bodies, love we have for families and friends, proper ways to show our feelings.
Okay. What would you like to highlight there, Connor? Anything you thought was important?
Yeah. Well, like,
Put your camera on, please. I don't know why it keeps going off today. We're having a bad day.
I didn't know it was off. Sorry, but I guess it like asked us to honor the love of husband and wife.
Yes, I
And
agree.
the
That's
promise
pretty
to be
important. So I would underline or highlight, you shall not commit adultery, which is the sixth commandment. And then after it on that page, the commandment asks us to honor the love of husband and wife have for one another and to honor their promise to be faithful. All of those 4 bullet points are pretty important. So highlight those. Love.
I did one more thing.
Well, let's get the bullet points in first. Love we have for ourselves, need to respect and be in control of our bodies, love we have for family and friends, and proper way to show our feelings. And now with those 4 bullet points, you can kind of see how we're going to apply this to your life, looking at family and friends and how we interact with them. Gavin, what did you want to highlight?
I wanted to highlight the sixth commandment is about love and the ways to show our love.
Yep, I highlighted that too. That whole page is pretty important, isn't it?
And I highlighted what the sixth commandment is.
Yes. Okay. That's all we're going to do, just an introductory today on that. So far, what you have for homework is to make sure you have your cause and effect practice book page and reading done, page 63. And also you will have to do your spelling practice book, page 45, the next page. Our spelling test I have scheduled for Thursday.
How are we going to do it, though?
Well, we have a plan. We're still working on it. David N. gave me a good idea. Okay, we're ready for social studies. I want you to get your social studies practice book, this one here, and turn to page 19. I said I have.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you do have a spelling. You do have a reading Pennsylvania practice book. It looks like this. Everybody has one. You took it home.
Yeah,
We've worked in it already.
I can't find it again.
Yeah, I know. It's a skinny book. Okay, we're going to go to page
I have a
19.
lot of skinny books.
We're going to look at page 19. This page is a page that tells us about the different regions. Just like there are regions in Pennsylvania, page 19 shows you regions just like there are regions in the United States, excuse me. there are special regions in Pennsylvania, and they figure out the regions sort of the same way you did for the United States. We studied heavily on the North region and the South region, and a lot of the things that they use to help you break into regions are the climate, the types of landforms you see there, the types of people. They take in and filter in a lot of information to say, well, this is kind of a region. They have the same weather pattern. And if you watch the weather, you'll see like Pennsylvania North and the North region, the Northeast region has a lot of the same weather pattern. And that's what they do for Pennsylvania also. Pennsylvania has several regions here. You can see them shaded differently. The tiniest one is up there in the northwest corner, and it's called the Erie Plain. And of course, it borders Lake Erie, and it is the city of Erie is found there. The biggest region is next to it. Is the light. The honey, is called the Allegheny Plateau. This is the largest region, and we have another big city in that one. Pittsburgh is in the Allegheny Plateau. Then there's a strip of dark gray, and that's called the Ridge and Valley region. You'll see, if you look, there's a little finger going up there. Wilkes-Barre and Scranton is in that region. And the next one is a light gray. It's called the Piedmont region. And then you have a tiny little strip there called the Atlantic Coastal Plain. You'll see it's under the compass rose, Atlantic Coastal Plain. And Philadelphia is in that one. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regions in Pennsylvania. So let's take a look at the map. It says number 1, in land area, what is our state's largest region?
Can I say it?
Go ahead, Brooklyn.
I think it's Philadelphia.
No, you're looking at the region, not the city. The bigger words that I just read to you. Which one is the big land area? What?
Wait, what group is this? I
Richard
dropped
Valley?
my
Allegheny Plateau.
Allegheny Plateau.
Yes, Allegheny Plateau. So number 1 is Allegheny Plateau. We are on page 19, Yash. Always look in the chat. I tried to write it in the chat. Did I? No, I didn't. Sorry. Unmute your mic if you want to answer number 2, please. Which region does not touch on Pennsylvania's southern border? There's only one that doesn't touch the southern border. David Kreppe, go ahead.
Erie.
Very good. Erie Plain is correct, right? Erie Plain is the name of the region. Good job, David C. Number 3, unmute your mic if you want to answer this. Where did everybody go? Which region does not touch the Delaware River? Now, you know where the Delaware River borders on the east border. Which one does not touch the Delaware River? Unmute your mic if you want to answer. Come on, guys. Wake up today. Oh, man, it's a Monday.
Can I say it?
No, all I have is Brooklyn and David Kreppe. Where's everybody else? Taryn? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Go, Taryn.
My favorite, Erie.
That's your favorite one. That's right. Erie, not just Erie. What's the region called?
Oh, Erie Plain.
Erie Plain. Good. Okay, unmute your mic if you want to do number 4. Which region borders the Allegheny Plateau to its southeast? You have to go southeast. And which one borders the Allegheny Plateau to the southeast? Unmute your mic. David Summer?
Ridge and Valley.
Ridge and Valley is correct. Write that in. Okay, get ready for the next one. Please unmute your mic if you want to answer this one. In which region do you live? Oh, that's a good one. Let's see if somebody can figure this one out. David Crafty
Me.
thinks he knows. Don't say.
I know.
No, let Sod go, David. Sod, go ahead.
Ridge and Valley.
We do. We live in the Ridge and Valley. Good job. Everybody put Ridge and Valley in for number 5. Okay, unmute your mic if you want to answer number 6. Which 2 lines describe how the land looks in your region?
Right.
Well, write
2
2
lines.
lines describing. I don't want to
I
write
think it
2.
was like
How about this? Just write in, what are some of the things you might say you see around our region? Just say a word. We'll just put words in. Go, David. Mountains.
Mountains.
Good one, David. David, you get like 100% for participation today.
Yay.
Good job. Mountains is like, what else? Brooklyn? Besides the
said
mountains, what
hills.
else would you say?
hills.
You said what?
Hills.
Oh, mountains and hills. Okay. Aaron Cooper's here. Finally. You're having some technical problems, huh, Aaron? Anybody else unmute your mic? We have mountains, hills. We should have about 3 or 4 things anyway. Well, where do we live in Danville? Do we live in a mountain, a hill? What do we call this? Where Danville is? David Summer?
Valley.
Valley. Put valley in. So you have mountains, hills, valleys. Sod, did you want to say? Taryn, what do you want to say?
Lakes and rivers.
Okay. Rivers. Got it. Rivers, lakes. Put it in. Okay. Turn to page 20. We're going to read about this region. Now listen carefully. Here's the directions. They're a little funny. As you read, when you see a star, and number 1 has a star by it, by the number, locate the look for it. You will also see the information to answer questions on page 23. In the end, we're going to do page 23. Okay. So be aware that you will find answers on this page to answer the questions on page 23. Okay, unmute your mic if you'd like to read number 1, please.
Can I read?
Go ahead, Brooklyn.
Okay. Locate the very narrow Erie Plain on the map on page 19. It is located in the northwestern part of our state. Millions of years ago, the Erie Plain was part of a lake bed. This plain has flat land with low elevations ranging from 0 sea level to a few hundred feet.
Okay, number 2, I guess I'll have to call on people. It's a rough day today. Sod, read number 2, please.
The city of Erie, Pennsylvania's 3rd largest city, is located on the plain. It is a port city that handles ships and trades goods traveling on the Great Lakes. Lake Erie is one of the Great Lakes.
Okay. Number 3, Taryn, go ahead, read for us. Thank you.
Because of the lake, the Erie Plain has cool summers. Its winters are cold and snowy. In the winter, this area is known as a snowbelt region. This means that it gets a lot of snow. During a hard winter, storms can drop more than 90 inches of 7.5 feet of snow on the ground.
Okay. Number 4, Nemo.
The Erie Plain has rich sandy soil that is good for growing different types of fruits such as grapes and apples. This is a good farmland region for growing vegetables as well.
Okay. And let's stop there. We'll do Allegheny Plateau tomorrow. We'll just do the Erie Plain. Okay. All right. No homework in social studies. No homework in religion. You have reading practice book 45, and also be sure your page 63 is done. Please make sure if you are not turned in with your commandment quiz, please make sure that you come see me at 2 o'clock if you're having difficulty.
Wait, I think you made an error. Reading practice book, page 45 is about the libraries.
Not reading, spelling. Did I say reading? I meant spelling practice book. Spelling,
Yeah, okay.
spelling is 45, reading is 63. Okay. Okay, we're going to sign out now, and I'll see you in the next class. Take about 5 minutes. Take a quick restroom break, get a drink.